gamers? Welcome back to another Wednesday night stream. It's me, your boy, JTV Live, back with some more Planet Coaster 2, followed by some more Dune Awakening. We had a great time last night. We got a lot done in the park. We started working on the first major lower section. We added a wooden roller coaster right along the canyon wall. Came out super good. I'll probably start with a POV of that, so those of you who missed it on Tuesday, I don't know why I forgot what day yesterday was. For those of you who missed it yesterday, you guys could see that. And then the other thing we did yesterday is place a bunch of utilities and like food stalls that are right now completely unthemed. So I figured tonight we need to create the queue and the exit for the wooden roller coaster that we built yesterday. And then we also need to start actually theming all of the food stalls and restrooms and stuff that we put down. So that's going to be our main goal for tonight. And then in Dune, we're going to start really building our kind of expedition hub base. The base we're going to use is kind of like the launching off point for all of our deep desert expeditions. And then hopefully we'll have some time to go into the deep desert. So I'm excited. We're going to get right into it. I got the park booted up here. So you can see down here, this is the wooden roller coaster that we built yesterday. And then you can see all along these pathways, we just have all of these unthemed little buildings where it was just kind of like, well, I know I'm going to want this type of thing here at some point. So we'll put it down and worry about it later. Now is later, and we're going to be worrying about it. And then still, it's so tedious, so I've just been doing it like, literally this is what I've been doing during the countdown. But we still need to go through all of these like staircases and stuff and build these retaining walls to actually like mesh it into the mountain. Because I actually think, I mean, when you zoom in, you kind of see how this is like tilted and kind of weird. But on a zoom out, I actually think this looks really nice. And I think once we have it coming all the way down to here with all of the buildings along it, I think it's going to be a very nice little walkway down here and also fit the Greek theme very well. But first things first, let's give a nice little showcase of our wooden roller coasters. You see we have it here we go, coming up here. It does a nice little turnaround right next to the launch coaster. Then it drops down, does some high speed little wave turns up here on the cliff edge, and then it dives down over this pathway here into a little tunnel. Everyone loves a good tunnel. And you got some airtime moments, nice turnaround, and it comes down, does another airtime hill, comes up here, great run. And then we've got dive down here with some high speed little turns and twists, and then the ending is basically just airtime hill, turn around, and then airtime, turn, one last little airtime pop. So, yeah. I'll go ahead and close it, and then we'll hop on. And since we did front row last stream, we'll do this one in the back seat for some variety. And then you guys can still see what the layout looks like. So, I'm going to shut up and disappear. So, enjoy this currently unnamed wooden roller. Actually, really quick. Hello, I'm back. I'm actually going to do something differently. We're going to do just a fun little way to test coasters without having those annoying test dummies blocking our view. I'm just going to put that there. We're going to hit don't block station, any load, and then we just hit open. And then it'll start without any of those big annoying test dummies. A little tip for you guys out there if you're looking to get good POVs of your roller coaster. see. So now that that's all finished, let's go ahead. Oh. Sorry. I just now realized. I'm glad I realized this now. Sorry. I had to record a YouTube video earlier today with OBS, and so I had my desktop audio turned literally all the way up. So I don't even know if I've been remotely legible the entire stream, but I noticed it now, so hopefully it's a lot more reasonable now. Here. Boom. Okay, so I want this cube. Actually, we're gonna change all of that. We're gonna have it come here and then go down. And we'll just have to move these little pots and pans. We're gonna have it come here. Come along here. Do its little zigzaggies back and forth. Okay. And then right here. It's gonna come right. Actually, not quite there. It's gonna come. Okay. Getting in the right camera angle to see the line we need to line up with is a little difficult. Okay. There we go. That's good. That is solid. Now to get the height right, we need it like right there. Have it come right here. And then well, let me make sure the clearance is good. Yep, that's plenty of space. And then have it come here, go down. Perfect. And then one last little twist. Epic. And then you are gonna come there. Okay, actually I'm just gonna do this. Ah, too low. Noted. So we want to actually go like here. Okay. Ugh. It's doing that dumb BS again. Where it's okay. All right. I guess that's as close as we're gonna get it. Actually, ah! probably gonna need to, yep, I'm gonna need to test that again. Cool. Very cool. Okay, that is significantly better. There we go. That is much, much, much cleaner. So now once this finishes testing again, it will be good to open. So we'll just let it run in the background now. We will move up here. The first building, we'll start with this because this is going to be the easiest one to theme because I pretty much already know what I want to do with it. I'm essentially just going to mirror this building here, but make it like shorter to kind of fit this space here. So we'll switch the scenery theme to mythology. And for the door frame, we're going to use the large window. We want the smooth marble. Yeah, solid marble. This guy. Uh, 1 foot. Oops. Okay, then now we'll use this short wall to come up here. Perfect. Okay. What did we... Okay. That's what we used. Alright. I just wanted to see what the technique was. So we just did... Huh? Why is that suddenly not lining up? Okay. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's fine. That there. Perfect. And then we used these guys. And we'll get the colors in a second. Colors are secondary. Boom. And boom. Maybe come a little bit more forward. Leave room for the pillars. Okay. It's a little tight how close together they are. Might be worth bringing this guy back a little bit. Just give more breathing room. But also, like, it's not really a problem how narrow this is. At least not now. So I think we'll leave it as is for right now. But let's add the roof next. We'll use this golden roof. Put it up here. I'm very excited to finally go to some amusement parks this summer. I feel like that... I mean, this could also just be what I'm telling myself as, like, a cope. But I feel like one of my big, one of the things holding me back from my true Planet Coaster potential, one of my major, like, hang-ups, is that it's just been so long since I've been to an amusement park that isn't Busch Gardens Tampa, that... Or, like, one of the Disney or Universal parks, because my family lives down in Florida. So, I've been there pretty much every year. But other than, like, the Florida parks, I haven't been to just, like, a normal-ass theme park in so long. So, it's very hard for me to picture in my head, like, okay, this is what the pathways typically look like in a theme park. This is what the whatevers typically look like in a normal theme park. Like, I've completely I've forgotten the aesthetic vibe of, like, a regular theme park. So, hopefully I'll be able to go to a bunch this summer, and then I'll get back and be like, guys, I have so many ideas. So many ideas for what to do. Okay, and I guess we want to get rid of that little Eve that we added. I did add it without really thinking, to be fair. Okay. Get rid of this. I have a list of like 10 East Coast theme parks that I'm going to try to hit up this summer. I have friends like all up and down the East Coast, so my goal is to kind of just like mooch a couch off of my friends, just be like, hey guys, so like I want to go to this theme park like an hour away from where you live. Can I crash on your couch for a night? And just do it that way. I don't know why I put wallpaper. That wasn't at all what I was looking for. Which one are we using? This one? Yeah. So this is the corner piece I want. Boom. Once you kind of figure out how all of these building pieces work, it does become a lot easier to make these buildings. I feel like if I was to go back through all of my blueprints, you could probably see the exact point at which I figured out like the intended purpose for each building piece, the canon use, if you will. You can also see like the exact moment I learned certain tricks, because I just started using them in every build. Okay, weird that this is like slightly lower. Okay. Grab these guys. It's coming along well, coming along well. Boom. This must be like slightly tilted, because the height difference is like very odd. Okay, we do have to put one on the back. People are gonna see. See again. Yeah, it's definitely like slightly tilted, which is a little annoying, but I should have checked that beforehand. But it's not really noticeable, like, unless you literally know exactly where to look and come back here. So now we want pillars. What size did we have these at? So the pillars themselves are 82, and these are 76. Okay. So 82% pillar. And over there we have tapered, so let's use solid. 82. Oh, I had this come all the way out. Okay. Interesting. I think that's fine. Nobody says they both have to be the same. I still might be able to swing this. Yeah, I don't hate that. Ah! Okay, now we need the base. Boom. Oh, wait, what? What? Wait. Why is it? What? Okay, I don't know how that got misaligned, but everything's back. We'll go here. Oh, that's why everything's fucked. Okay, hold on. Okay. I was like, why is the grid so, like, wrong? It's because it was the wrong grid. That looks fine. And then I've just because you're going to be able to clearly see the back of this building, I do feel a need to toss these back here. Yeah, that doesn't look... I mean, this looks a little stupid. But the rest of it doesn't look too stupid. So on the one across the way, we have a Poseidon Trident. So on this one, let's see, what can we do? I like this instead of the little shield rose. Sure. Okay. None of these... Okay, this is the one that says toilet. Is there just like a toilet decal? I don't think so. Okay, wait, what if I... Because this is definitely like a resort piece, but I think if we contextualize it by putting it inside this stone circle and then alter the... Maybe get rid of the... Make it bigger so we can get rid of the bevel that it has. Because beveled wood doesn't exactly... Or rounded beveled wood doesn't exactly scream ancient Greece to me. Okay, so we've got that, and we'll change this to be a more saturated orangey, like Mediterranean wood color. Kind of like that. And we'll make this like a bronze-ish brown. I didn't place it. Pretty epic of me. I actually liked it better as white. Yeah, that works. And then we'll take this, throw it here. Yeah. Make it kind of obvious what it is. Alright, let's go back to scenery theme, mythology. Let's get us some wall decorations. Let's see what we can do. We have windows over here, and we have windows installed on the computer. So maybe... Okay, I like these guys. Okay, we like it when it's a different style window from the one across. Boom. Oh, wait. That's a toilet. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, these aren't toilets. We missigned this. These are actually change rooms. I mean, I guess that works. That still works for a change room. I believe it. I buy it. We'll call it close enough. I think that's all we need as far as decorations go. We definitely need... Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, we definitely need... Take me into walls. Solid marble, these guys. Cover up this big gaping hole. Okay. And then are there any, like, door frames? Like, essentially this, but for a door. I don't think there are. It doesn't seem like it. But I might be able to find something, like, of a similar approximate... Ooh, we could... Okay, hold on. This has potential. Okay, I really like that. See, it really pays to just mindlessly scroll through the prop menu and see what we got available. Okay. So we got that building good now. Coming over here. Okay, so it's mainly like, we're mainly using marble block down here, so we'll continue that motif. That's ruin and that's market. Marble solid. These are going to be the blocks. Yeah. Actually, I think I'm going to do the same thing I did over there, which is use this large window piece. Oh, I really wish it lined up with the stones on the side, but it's fine. And then we'll put one of the door pieces over top of that. Okay. How big is a wall? What's up, Clippy? ARRAKIS, that's the planet in Dune. Whenever for the double feature streams on Tuesday and Wednesday, I always try to think of a title that incorporates both of the games that we're playing. Okay, yeah, that's too big. So that would be what that is, because we're doing Dune Awakening after this. Which is always a fun time. Unless we get eaten by a sandworm, then it's not a fun time. But that so far that's only happened to me once. And it upset me so much because I lost all my progress that I swore never again. And so far, knock on wood, pray, we haven't died again. But how are you doing, Clippy? How's your hump day going? Let's see. We need the eaves. Give me eaves. Boom, boom, and then. They should really make roof pieces that already have the eaves as, like, part of the roof piece. It's very... That would save me so much time. Okay, so that's... like that, okay. I guess that works fine. Okay, let's get into the walls. Boom. Easy. Easy. I don't think I'm gonna get too down in the weeds as far as decorating everything goes, but I at least want to get the major shape for all of these buildings done. That way we're in a good spot for just, like, we can go through and decorate. Okay. Cool. That's a good shape. I like that shape. That's a shape I can be proud of. Coming down here, we got more restrooms. Oh, this totally does. Okay, well... I kind of really like this here. Because then we can just replace... Oh, yeah, this would be a really good building to have here, actually. Or if we put it, like... here... Yeah. Oh, that's right. I wanted to turn this into like a stall. But I guess we'll just turn it into a restroom over here. It's kind of tempting, but I think we'll leave that for up here. And we've got this ruin bridge here, so maybe we'll kind of lean into that for these buildings. That way all the vibes kind of match throughout this whole little section here. Boom, boom. Come here. Okay, what do I want the shape to be? Probably just something like this. I mean, that's kind of basic. This is also just supposed to be like a restroom building. It doesn't need to be anything super exciting. I think we just make it square. I think that's pretty oh, we should probably get this front part just for good measure. Alright, now for the roof. What if I did this guy? Okay. Yeah. That's kind of something, right? Is that I think that's kind of something. And then okay, those don't really work here. What wall what like trim is going to even fit this? What could possibly no, that's not gonna work. Trim for this like weird, I don't know how else to describe this building other than like brooding, this weird brooding style. Oh, this, but recolored, might be fun. Okay. Actually, yeah, just changing that to straight black. That goes kind of hard. I fuck with that. Go around. Go down. Boom. Epic. And then I think this is all I'll do for this building. I'm satisfied. Now that this has like some wall trim, I'm satisfied once we gussy it up a bit more. This will work perfectly fine for us. Then this, I kind of already have an idea for. We'll stick with the ruin motif. Go here. There. And then. This one's going to be simple and straightforward. Just like that. Actually, no. Just like that. No, stop. Okay. There we go. I need to get it together. Go down here. Grab this guy. Nope. I don't know why I did that. But it's fine. Oh, we should probably open this. Hold on. Before I forget a third time. Open. And then let's come over here. And let's see the massive rush of people. Ready? In theory, it should still be happening. Yep, there they are. There they all come. They're all gonna move this way. Yep. Some of them are gonna take the long way around, it seems. Yep, let's see. Look at that. Look at that population spike. Alright, it's not as dramatic now that we have 2 entrances, but it is still one of my favorite things. How, like, the moment you open a coaster, it's just like, and there's 500 people here now. Congrats. Keep at it. Scenery. Nope. Come up like this. Then come down here. And again, this one will just do these eaves, and then we'll move on. I will add one extra touch to this building, because I don't want to forget the vision I have in my head, but the vision I have in my head is going to be tedious and complicated, so we won't, I'll spare you guys that for now. We'll only do this tedious, uncomplicated stuff for now. We'll save the tedious, complicated stuff for later. Ooh. Yep, okay. This, let's make it this. Yeah. Imagine buying a balloon to carry around with you while you're still in your bathing suit. It's a little unhinged. Go into signage. Is there any? Yep. There we go. Okay, and then go here. Okay. Go. Cool. Epic. And that's going to be a picnic area at some point. A place for people to sit down and enjoy their food. So now moving down here, I believe this is the last building. We should probably open all of these. Oh, and then also we need to fix the departure rules for this. Don't block station can be off. Okay. Cool. Open these, give people a reason to come down here. Alright. And these are all going to be market style. That is a loud bull. You know what I'm going to do? Hey, guy. I hate to bug you. You're gonna be idle for right now. Can I just turn it off? Deactivate. Okay. We'll just leave them in there for now. And then while I'm thinking about it, I did notice, yep, I keep forgetting to do this. Okay. And that should be good. And I'll have to remember before we switch over to Dune, I'll need to fix the station, because we have some props that are, like, blocking the queue path right now that I was like, I'll move those later. It's now later, so we need to move those. Yeah. Easy, very easy. I mean, this one, the shape kind of just speaks for itself. And I believe the clearance on that should be good. Yeah, that's cutting it a little close as well. Hold on, we'll be able to see. Okay, that's plenty of room. That is also plenty of room. Okay. Not realistically, because if people were like, whoa, they would lose a hand, but my main worry is, like, as long as the roller coaster isn't unrealistically phasing through a wall, I'm not uber picky about it. And then I do want to build a second floor here. Why? Because I like things being difficult for myself. Just this part here, though. And it would probably be a good idea to have the second floor touching the first floor. That might just be a me thing, but I kind of feel like that's probably a good idea. I am not convinced that the clearances on this are going to be any good. But we'll see. I think the coaster is going to blast right through that. Hold on. Yeah. That's looking like a probably not going to happen. But that's okay. We have workarounds. Come up. Come up so you're flush. Perfect. 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 And then we'll do the same on this side. Okay, that's all good. Perfect. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that looks fun. Fresh and fun, I think. Sorry, I'm just considering, do I want to move this over? But no, I think keeping it there is fine. It would be nice if I could bring this out, but that's definitely not gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. So we'll move on to the roof. That should be fine. It's too tall for one. But that should, in theory, be fine. I'll have to watch a coaster actually go down it, but I think that the clearance on that should work. Reset to normal. Which, if true, this is a pretty rad moment. I hear it. I don't know where it is, so I'm going to pause it until... Okay, it's going to be coming here soon. Okay, here it comes. Alright, I'm a little nervous on that. I think that should be good. I think that big emphasis on think. But I think that should be good. I'm definitely going to delete these pieces for this bit. But I think that should work. And then we're going to do something kind of fun. Let's bring this all the way through. Okay, not quite that far. Okay. Then I'm gonna do the same over here. And I'm actually gonna make some alterations. Remember how I said I wasn't going to get down in the details with this? And how we were just going to do the basic shape and then move on? Well, I lied. Don't worry, we'll be rewarded. We'll do another little ride through of this coaster. Now that it has like a tunnel and stuff. And then I also want to do a ride through of the launch coaster, Zeus's Bolt, I think is what we called it. Because that coaster also has a lot of new, like, head choppers and elements surrounding it that I want to kind of take a look at. That can work for me. Alright, and then we just build the base. Actually, instead of doing that, it seems a little unnecessary when we can probably just do this and have the exact same effect. Yeah, and you can't even really tell. Epic. So that is that completed, and then we just got to get this guy down here. Which, this is going to be one really quick. Obviously no Eve on this side, but we can have an Eve on this side. Perfect. Oh, not perfect. Hold on, we need one more wall piece. And then it will be perfect. Boom. How do you like that, gamers? That's a bunch of buildings done. And I also think we're going to do this as well. We have time. I'm going to build a flat ride. Before we build a flat ride, we need a flat area. All right. What do we already got for flat? We've got... This has probably been our best park as far as, like, coaster flat ride balance. I feel like we have a really realistic and solid ratio going. So we already have this swing ride. We're right on the edge of a cliff here. So maybe one of the other swing rides? This doesn't really fit anywhere. Maybe this right along. Oh, do we have a magic carpet yet? I don't think we do. Okay, it does show us what we already have in park. So, where's the magic carpet? It's not called this one. Parallelogram. We have 0. Okay. That's big and exciting. We can have entrance here and exit here. Before I do that, though, hold on. Hold on. I'm doing this for a very important reason. I want to get a grid started because eventually, I mean, obviously, we're going to be building, like, foundation walls for this ride. And I want the queue to line up with it when we do that. Yeah, I want the queue to go that far. Alright, and that's just going to be a reference point for us. So we have the queue come to here. Perfect. And then we just do this back and forth. Have these nice switchbacks. And we just do this all the way. Also, I just now remembered, nobody's going to really be riding this wooden roller coaster because it's probably way too expensive. Okay, and that is our sign to do this. Nope. Why? Literally why? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being so cool. It is not a big deal. It is not a big deal. We move on. Nice. And then we open, and then we make it free, so that way people actually ride it. And then this, we also need to make free. Yeah, nobody's gonna ride this coaster for $20. It's just not gonna happen. Not when every other roller coaster is free. So now that this is a more enticing price, hopefully people will come. Last thing we need to do is, following this queue, there were some props and such that we needed to move. Yeah, just move those back. Move, I guess just this one needs to be moved back. Move this one back. This can be moved. Nope. You can be moved right here. And you can be moved right over there. That's exciting. Consider that an upgrade. Coming around this way. Yep, I knew there was another pot. You can go right up here. Isn't that fun? And you down here can go right here. And then you and you, we're gonna take you as a single unit and just move you right there. Perfect. Look at that, gamers. We accomplished. This is really coming together, this little area down here. This is eventually going to be a restaurant, so we'll have building here, building here. I think we can build probably the photo spot building here or here. I might want to do an eatery here with another balcony restaurant. Kind of similar to what we got going on. Where is it? Where is it? Over here. Like kind of something kind of like this. This is still the coolest place to eat in the park by like a really wide margin. Like an insanely wide margin. I don't think any of our other restaurants even come remotely close. But that's not important. What's important is now that we've got all this stuff going on with this, I think we'll wait for this to get filled up with people. But this coaster, Zeus's Bolt, now that we have this water park and this big wooden roller coaster, this is going to offer a quite different ride experience than it has in the past. So we just missed it. I thought there was a train in the station, but there was not. So we'll let it pull in, we'll hop on, and we'll end on some POVs before switching over to Dune. But here's this. I think we did a pretty good job. Very minimalist train theming, but I think it fits. So we'll go ahead and hop right on. I'm going to disappear, and we're going to enjoy Zeus's Bolt. It's better than Pantheon. Fight. Especially because I actually gave a shit about theming it. I didn't just put it in one of the most world-renowned theme parks for theming and just be like, field. Field is how we theme things at Busch Gardens. Alright, I'll stop complaining about Pantheon. Boom. A solid ride throughout, I would say. I think this park has one of our more solid lineups as far as coasters go. Like, there isn't really a coaster in this park that I would look at and be like, I'm not really happy with how this one came out. Or like, oh, we just need to fill some space. Like, even the coaster types I usually really struggle with, like this, Extreme Wild Mouse. Like, I think I nailed this. I think I nailed the layout and the vibe of a Extreme Wild Mouse coaster. This ride too, the compact SLC, really great color scheme, really solid layout. Obviously Pantheon, this tilt coaster in with one of like the coolest tilt locations. Like, look at this view. You can't beat this. Like, you really can't beat that. And then of course we've got this floorless coaster over here, and at last the wooden coaster. Has anybody come to ride it? No. Nobody's come to ride it. Even though it's not like... It's not even far from the entrance, but I guess there is like nothing going on over here. So once we build some more stuff, hopefully people will ride it. But we'll just turn on Don't Block Station and any load, and we'll hop on. Very fun. Very, very fun. I'm happy with that. I think that's a pretty good stopping point for Planet Coaster. Didn't go as long as last night, but I can't be up too late tonight. I had to get up at 6:30 for work this morning, so I am like insanely tired. So I think I'm gonna call Planet Coaster and start dialing Dune Awakening. Or I guess hang up on Planet Coaster and dial Dune Awakening. But either way, I'm gonna do all of that in the restroom. So I'm gonna go take a bathroom break, get some water, and then we'll hop into Dune Awakening and do some driving and mining and flying and all that sort of fun stuff. So don't go anywhere. Stream isn't ending. We're just changing games. I will be right back. Alright, gamers. What's up, Master Engineering? I see you joined at an awkward time. Welcome, welcome. We're switching over to Dune Awakening now. I see PC2 in your name, or in your Master Engineering, so I apologize. But hopefully you'll stick around for Dune. It's a very different game from Planet Coaster, but it does involve planets. And we do coast our ornithopter quite a lot. So in some ways, I feel like you could argue it's similar. It's an open world sandbox. Planet Coaster's a sandbox. I can keep listing. But alright, I got the game booted up, as you guys could hear. I waited until it actually launched before I switched scenes this time. I think I need to update the bathroom break scene. I've been thinking about it a lot recently. Like, not anything major, just adding a little box that plays, like, either my latest video or one of the videos from the archive. Just so people have something to look at while I'm peeing and getting water or making food or whatever else I need to do during intermission, as I've called it. Alright. Let's get right to it. So the we should have a shit ton of ore. Or not ore, ingot ready. Yeah, that's a lot of ingot. Put it in there. And that. More ingot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna have... I think we're gonna have materials for quite a while. Something tells me. Okay, well that's full. So we're gonna need to put some of our ingot in there. We're probably gonna need to start making more storage as well. Oh my gosh, we have another stack. That wasn't even all of the iron that we had. Good lord. Okay, we have a lot of iron. I was like, damn, 300's a lot. No, it was 300 plus 500. So I don't think we're gonna be running out of iron anytime soon. Actually, that's a lie. We're definitely gonna run out of iron within like the next week or so. So I guess really what we need is aluminum. But I remember mainly what we needed at the... I'm still calling it the satellite base. I think I'm going to update that to... We'll call it the expedition base. Because that's really what it's going to be. Until we have the ability to, like, make a more permanent residence in the deep desert. Our deep desert base is gone, by the way. I failed to mention that last stream, but our deep desert base is in fact completely disappeared. So that's a big bummer, but you know, oh well. Also, is it like getting rid... Am I wrong? Is 120 times 5 not 600? Because we should have 6 stacks of 100. But every time I make the... I feel like I'm being gaslit. Every time I make the low-grade lubricant, it doesn't make the 100 I need, or the 600 I need. It only ever makes 500. Like, see, it says I own 200, but where? Where is that? Where does that 200 exist? I am being gaslit. Where is it sending the low-grade lubricant? 'Cause it says I own 200. And the last 2 times I've made low-grade lubricant, 100 has gone missing. So it says that I have the 200. Allegedly, they're somewhere. I have no idea where it's putting them, though. Here they are. And here's... Okay. That's weird. I didn't know that. I guess when you craft materials and then your, like, crafting station inventory is full, I guess it just sends the finished materials to... I'm assuming it's not random. It's probably the closest chest with empty space in it. But that's weird and super annoying. But, okay, well, I guess we just made 100 extra lubricant that we don't need. But that explains what keeps happening to it. Okay. Yeah, because there are only 5 inventory slots in the crafting machine. So if we're making 6 stacks of whatever... Okay, that makes sense. It took me way too long to figure that out. I don't even know how many hours I have in this game, but it's got to be approaching 100 if it hasn't breached 100 already. And I'm just now learning that. Quick deposit. Quick deposit. Quick. Alright. We're almost done with the chores. Once we're done with these chores, we can get a good move on. And we'll start loading stuff to our satellite base. Oh, the rest fits up here. That's right. I'm like, where's the rest of my cobalt paste? That was a very strange way to get up here. I don't know why it didn't just send it to the chest that already has cobalt paste in it. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But who am I to judge? Okay. We already have a decent amount at the expedition base already. So we'll put that in there. We already have plenty of that. I know that. Spice sand, because we're building the spice refiner over there. So let's take that with us. Let's not take all of it, though, because there are some recipes that need just spice sand. So we'll leave like 155-ish here. Okay. And then steel was the other major thing we needed. I'm pretty sure we already took the duraluminum over. Yeah, there would be duraluminum in here if we didn't. Yeah, so we'll just split this stack in half. Did not mean to do that. Storage, ornithopter. Okay, now we can split this in half. And then just toss that in. Then I'm almost certain we can make more. Nope, we're out of carbon ore. That's fine. I think we have plenty of steel for now. Let's also take some of the iron. We have like... we have almost 2 stacks of iron. So we'll take the smaller stack. Or we'll take the max amount that we can, I guess. And then we need to drink water, fill up our liter johns, and then we'll be good to head over. Drink. And then use. Fill up containers. Do we have any blood on us? Yeah, we do. Okay, let's deposit that real quick. Deposit all blood. Alright, let's get on over there.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I don't think we can get there in a minute, actually. Damn it, that is the worst timing for a sandstorm. ARRAKIS literally just said, nah, you're not doing that. You're not going over there yet. You're staying here for a little bit. You're hanging out with us. I don't even think there's anything I need to do still. We spent so much time doing all those random chores, and the sandstorm chooses to come when we're finally finished. That's stupid. Sorry, I'm eating a jelly bean.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Wait. Wait for it. I want to see if I can perfectly time a jump into there right before it hits. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Wait for it. Wait. Wait. Okay, I mistimed that. It slowed me down more than I thought it would. Why is it a weird blue color? I've never seen it blue like that. Alright, well, it's about to go away. Give it a few seconds. Just give it a few seconds. We're right on the tail end. And launch. Perfect. Perfect. We also need to go to the upper deck entrance of the deserter outpost, apparently. That's our current mission objective. I think we did that last stream. I vaguely remember doing that. I choked that so hard. Oh, also, I never changed any of the stream shit. Might be, guys. I should probably do that. Probably shouldn't just outright lie to everybody. Okay, cool. The thumbnail I need is in my recent files. Isn't that convenient? It's almost like we played this yesterday. I can just drag and drop that right in. Dude. Save. Bro, I am a king. I am the king at multitasking. That was pro. That was hella pro, dude. We didn't lose an ounce of time doing that. And then we... whoop. And... engine time. I still think I got the best location for a base. It does kind of suck that the Ornithopter cube is above our, like, max altitude, but it's not too bad. And plus, I think it's worth it for these kick-ass views. Like, literally the entire map you can see from up here. Like, it's epic. Any spot that comes close to this was already claimed, so it's not like we were gonna get anything better anyway. But even with most of the good spots being taken, I think we claimed a killer one. Ooh, that was clean. Okay. Ornithopter. Let's get all of these items transferred. Boom. Easy. And now let's see. Steel, 125, cobalt paste complex. Let's build the most important thing first. That is the spice refinery. Spice refinery is our moneymaker. Spice production is now ours. And our base is fucked because we don't have enough power now. So, let's update that. Okay, this doesn't have any fuel cells in it. Do we have any extra fuel cells? No. Split. Does that work? Damn it. Okay, we need another one. Utilities. One of these guys. It's windmill time. Okay, cool. We have enough stuff to make these. The only problem is if I make a windmill, what's it blocked by? Okay. The only problem is if I build this windmill, then I won't be able to build... I won't be able to build the ore refiner. And I'd honestly rather have the ore refiner. So we're just going to do one of these. Okay. And now we'll definitely need to go to the deep desert for power cells. That's pretty much the best place to get them. But I'm going to steal some power cells from this. Thank you very much. And then come this way. And boom. Are we good? Oh my gosh, how much power does this thing take? Alright. Let's build another one of these. We're running out of room for them. We'll put one up here. Okay. Let's go get more. I'll get rid of that. Alright. Storage. Take half. Okay. Oh, finally. Finally. Holy shit, we needed a lot of extra power just for that spice refiner. Better be worth it. We're just gonna have generators all over the base at this rate. Now I know why that one guy had like 10,000 of them in his base. Throw back to him from last stream. Alright, let's make you. Okay, cool. I was like, please don't kill our power again. It would not be fun. Okay. We don't have enough complex machinery, which is actually probably good, because I think if we built that medium blood extractor, we would run out of power again. And was I correct in not having enough to build the windmills? Let's see. Cobalt paste. That is. Yep. Not enough cobalt paste. That's fine. Can I build a... yeah, one of these. Wind trap. Oh, wait, no, that's going to ruin our power as well. Okay, we're not going to do anything else until we go and get some power cells. Storage. I'm going to build one more storage container right here. And this is going to be for all of our spice and spice-related accessories. I don't know what happened to where'd all of our spice go? Is it in here? Where did I put all the spice? I must put it up top. That's fine. All right. It's time to refine our first spice melange. We get 140 of it. Just kidding. We get 2 because we have virtually no water in this space. All right. Let's go get some power cells then. We have fuel. We have water. We have shields. Let's just head straight to the deep desert. No need to fuck around. It's right here. Yes. It's gonna be huge once we get the ornithopter that can carry the buggy. That's gonna, like, wildly... Essentially, from this point on, our means of production and, like, our ability to gather materials just exponentially increases. Instance 1. Sure, why not? I like Instance 1, I think. I can learn to like Instance 1. Pretty sure Instance was the name of that annoying character in Voyage of the Dawn Treader. SD! SD's nuts? Dude. SD's nuts, dude. Let's see what we got around here. Do we have this area scouted? Oh, there was a Coriolis storm. So, brand new deep desert map. That's kind of exciting. Let's get up here and shoot our balls. It's actually very important that you shoot your balls in this game. If you don't shoot your balls, you're going to be completely lost. You're not going to know what to do. Shooting your balls is what gives you clarity. I need 35 extra meters to shoot my balls? Bro. Stupid. Stupid. This should be good. Can I shoot my balls? No! We should literally need 6 feet. Alright, I should be able to shoot my ball. Let's go! Balls shot. My ball tube is empty. And now we just stand here and wait for it to do its thing. It needs to hurry up because it's very hot. I am directly in the sun. The guy's baking. Hell yeah, new survey report. I will check it after I get this aluminum. Gimme, thank you. And then I saw titanium or starvidium. I haven't figured out which one's which yet. Titanium. Shoot me down. Alright, I'll spare you guys. I won't do the... I could do the whole chorus in key and on note, but... you have to pay for that. That's not something I bust out for free, you know? This is the starvidium. Wait. My backpack's almost full. We're not gonna get the full reward if we don't. Okay. There we go. I actually probably still would have just got 40 regardless, but... we'll grab this one up here. We are at half fuel. Just keep that in mind. Make the loop. Easy. And then let's see. What do we got? Nothing interesting. At least nothing interesting showing up on the survey report. Cool. We'll move on to the next sector, I guess, which is this way. Hop back into the ornithopter. More things. That was insanely clean. That was like one of those like Arma 3 YouTube shorts or whatever that game is that those people play. That was rad. We came here for power cells and that was the first one I picked up, by the way. I completely forgot that that's why we were here. I mean, we didn't come only for power cells, but at least last time they seemed to be way more common in the deep desert. Hell yeah. Alright, get back to the ornithopter. I need to not be out in the sun so much. We really need to watch our water intake. I don't know why I fully opened the inventory. That was unnecessary. I saw power cell, yeah. I think there's more. Yep, there's more over there. Grab those. And there's 2 over here. I probably could have coasted over and that would have been faster. It looks like there's another one over in this canyon to my right. Hop in, put those away. Yep. I knew I saw it. My eyes are trained on them now. You. Thank you. Alright, we have aluminum. More. This looks like titanium. Yeah, this is titanium. Perfect. And then I do want to survey the next area. Which I think if we land there, I think that'll give us enough height. We'll see. Let's do some upside down flying. It's always a fun little challenge. See how far you can get. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Enough fun. No, I want to go that way. Ah! Alright, we're fine. We are fine. Surprised I haven't seen a spice plume yet. Getting some spice before we dip would be nice. Alright, can we land on this? Nope. Actually, no, you can if you're awesome. And I'm awesome, okay? Oh. Bro. What did I say? I'm freaking awesome. And it was high enough to survey. Look at that. I am a pro at this game. Epic. What do we got? Anything exciting? No. Nothing exciting that I can see. Although this looks like it might have some exciting things. We still got some fuel left, so let's go check it out. And again, it would be really nice to come back with some spice. So let's definitely keep an eye out for plumes. Look, this totally looks like a outcropping that would have some goodies in it, right? It's a pretty big collection of rocks. Another big collection's over there. I don't see anything exciting. But let's see if we can't survey this sector. I do see some power cells. That's exciting. I was hoping for more like caves or research stations or something like that. Okay, we feel parched. Damn it. It's like just out of reach. I do not want it to fail. Hell yeah, dude. 3 sectors surveyed. Give me some of my leader Johns back. Thank you very much. Drink. Alright, we got that. What do we have? Nothing in this outcropping. Wow. Lots of empty sectors. There's probably more, like, along the shield wall here. But here's where we want to head back. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Alright, let's grab this Starvidium and power cells. And then we'll move on to the next sector. We'll start heading back. I had the wrong thing out. And power cell. I wish this game had a button like in No Man's Sky that just summons my Ornithopter to me. That would be wildly helpful. I mean, it is helpful that I can fly. Flying does make things a lot easier. Alright, I think we want to hit that outcropping. Right? That should be in sector whatever. C5. Either that one or that one. We can go to that one. That one looks more like it's in C5. We had 6 balls on us. We might as well use all of them. Oh, there's a spice plume over there. Actually, let's head straight for that before someone else does. Let's go check it out. Looks like there's another smaller one right next to it, too. And we'll just survey these sectors on the way back. As long as we go back in sector A6, it should put us... In theory, it should put us near our base. Although, it might be... Where it spawns you in Haga Basin might be dependent on where you approach it from on the overworld map, not where you enter or exit the deep desert. Either or would make sense to me. I could see it, like, I could see it easily working either way. Alright, let's make sure. This guy. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay, well, he looks like he's heading in the other direction. That's good for us. And I haven't seen any other ornithopters heading in this direction. Let's see, what do we got? That looks like an active spice plume. There, that's spice. Is he coming this way? No, okay. Might be a little bit closer than we should be. Could be as careful as we can getting close to it. We don't want to track the sandworm prematurely. Okay, and then caution to the wind. Shit. Caution to the wind. Grab spice. Grab spice. Grab spice. Oh, that's a big boy. I think we scared him off. Or he saw like, okay, well he already took most of it, so. Or he's scared that I'm going to attract a worm. Lots of possibilities. Okay. I'm being really greedy here. Shit, okay. Shit. Fly away, 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 fly, 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 fly. No, he's gonna eat my spice. I still had 3 little piles. I still had 3 little piles. No, they're gone. They might still be there. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. Alright, Shy Halud is leaving. Goodbye, Shy Halud. Okay, they are still there. No! One of them just despawned. Just gonna grab this. We're not gonna press our luck. We're just gonna grab it and dip. Okay. We got spice. And I see some more power cells over here that we're just gonna quickly nab. That was intense. That was exciting. My adrenaline is spiked. You should play this game with a heart rate monitor. That's the wrong thing. I keep doing that. I tried to get spice with the cut array, and then I just tried to get cut power cells with the sand compactor, or static compactor. I'm all out of sorts. Storage full. Good to know. Noted. So I guess there's no sense in staying here. But I do want to go ahead and survey. Because when we come back to the deep desert, we'll still have that map set. Alright, ready? Hold on. Nope. We're gonna get it. Ready? Okay. It's like a claw. It's like claw game. Alright? We just gotta... Okay, maybe not. Maybe here? Nope. Okay. I think that's a lost cause. So we'll just have to land here and then fly up. Hold on. Nope. Climb. Climb. Okay. Climbing first seems to give us the best vertical boost. So. Shoot. Alright, just chill out and wait here. I feel like that's another collection of rock outcroppings that definitely should have something. Some kind of something. Alright, what do we got? Ooh. Oh, okay, that's just a spice field. Yeah, we're way ahead of you, game. Alright, so nothing really here. So we'll head back to Sector A4. And we'll start heading out there. Another sandworm. Being sneaky. He's being sneaky. I mean, he's not being that sneaky if we can see him, but he's up to sneaky things. I think we'll need to get on top of that big dome up there. We'll have to land on top of that booby mountain. And then from the top of the booby mountain, I think we'll be able to survey. Alright, ready? Cool. Dude, can Maverick do this? Can Top Gun Maverick do this? Can he? I don't think so. I don't think Top Gun Maverick could fly upside down. That's something only I can do. Okay, well, that killed all of our momentum. It's probably why Top Gun Maverick doesn't do it. That would explain it. Oh my gosh, there's so much aluminum up here. We're about to overheat. And we're about to run out of fuel. Okay. What? Aw, damn it! We got to the top of this booby mountain for no reason. It's not even inside the zone. Bonk. Oh, fuck off. This is so bonk. Alright, I'm gonna land right up here. And we can refuel. Okay. I don't know if it will if refueling will cancel the survey, so we're gonna wait for the survey to do its business, and then we'll refuel, and then we'll head back to Haga Basin. And then I think we'll take our truck driving around, and we'll use that to do our mission, because we have to go to that deserter base. And now that our truck has the mining laser that we waited way too long to put on, it's a lot easier to get things. Okay, here's all the stuff. Let's poke our head into that testing station real quick. Gonna be right somewhere down here. This is probably the entrance gate. Yep. Ooh. Dude, I think I said this last time, but this looks like one of the things from Assassin's Creed Origins. One of like the precursor temples you find out in the desert. Like, it's remarkably similar. Alright, let's just peek. Let's just poke our head in. I think that I did read somewhere. I feel like it was just an in-game chat, but I feel like I saw an in-game chat at one point that said the Deep Desert Dungeons level scale to your level. So, in theory, we shouldn't run into anything that's like wildly outside of our comfort zone. Okay, spooky. Very spooky. Ah, there's a chest. I knew there would be one hiding in one of these rooms. Ooh, and it's a really good chest. With things that are insanely useful for us. Alright. I'm gonna remember that those are there, and we'll come back for them on our way out. I don't want to clog up my inventory with fuel cells. Dude, already? That's so not good. It's because my shield isn't on. My health was low. We were not as prepared for this as I would have liked to think. Damn it, dude. Damn it! We'll get him, we'll get him, we'll get him. We're just in a war of attrition right now. Shit. Nope. Come on, reload. I panicked. Wait for them to reload, wait for them to reload. There we go. We probably could have handled that. Not probably. We definitely could have handled that way better. But it is what it is. Yeah, let's get back down there. Okay, they did a lot of damage to me with that one shot that they fired, and we need to find water. There should be like a little water thing somewhere. There almost always is in these places. I'll take ammo, I'll take ammo, I'll take health. This probably has more health. Yep, even better health. I should have checked that chest before using one of my bandages, but that's fine. Grab these power cells. Grab whatever's in here. What do we got? Machinery. Epic. More machinery. Ooh, and a lot of other things. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, we gotta get out of the line of fire. Ooh. I don't have enough power for my shield. Come on, get him. Stab him. Come on. No, you bitch! No, you bitch! How could you? How could you do this to me? Oh, Oppressor is right. Oh, that sucked. Oh, I spawned in the wrong place. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, gamers. This is rough. This is a real walk of shame. I should have paid more attention where I was clicking. Clearly. I think I'll just go get my stuff back and we'll leave that dungeon alone. Clearly we need to... We probably need better armor. I think our armor is wildly underleveled for what we're fighting. And I also think our guns are probably also underleveled. So we'll need to look into that. Into the shade. Okay. Drink. Alright, it's not the worst thing to happen. It's just a mild inconvenience. We'll be fine. We'll make it through. Epic. That was clean. Okay, get across this plateau before we start overheating. We're almost there. Okay, that's fine. We have unlimited sprint, so we can just chill. I don't think we'll make it. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Oh wait, no, we're totally gonna make it. Oh, barely, but we totally made it, and that was awesome. That was a movie moment. This we're not gonna make. Kind of made it. Wait, where's the entrance to this thing? It's over here. Here it is. We went up when we were supposed to go down. Alright, let's go get our shit. It's like in the first room. This is a situation in which infinite slide would be super, super tight. Right. Big shield guys shouldn't have respawned. But crazy sword dude and shooty man probably have. Okay, grab that. Cool. And then let's just dip. We can come back. Always possible to come back. That is always an option. Let's grab these. Okay, going up is easier. Clean. Dude, flying around in this thing is so fun. We need to make sure we don't break it. I mean, it's not like I can't make another one, but... Alright, let's get back home. We need to go back in this sector. Essentially, we need to go back to where I respawned. Yeah, like right here. Big ship. This way. And then once we get back to base, we'll just need to offload, mainly offload our spice and our power cells. But we have the processing capabilities, pretty much all of the same processing capabilities at our expedition outpost as we do at the main base. So that's a plus. We're gonna need to fly. And wait for it. Glide. And if we just go straight, we shouldn't hit anything after we hit the loading screen. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. No, no, not a Q. Okay, cool. I think it worked. And then we'll test our theory. We're leaving from the same place, and we'll approach from the north. Because our base is like essentially literally in the center of the map due north. So if we just cut that way, like come straight down from the north, I think it should be good. All right, let's test it out. Let's see how accurate we were. yeah, this is thrilling. Okay. Where are we? Where are we? Yo, we're pretty close. Oh, my suspensor bell is about to break, it looks like. Is that what it's telling me? Yeah! Okay, we need to repair that. That's why it gave me the pop-up notification about that. I don't think we have a repair station at the outpost base, but I think we have the stuff to be able to make one. But no more flying until we repair it. We are temporarily grounded. Oh, big sandstorm. I don't think it's coming this way, though. Looks like it's moving more west to east. That was clean-ish. Alright, let's put all of our spice in here. And then we'll take the ore back to the other bays. Yeah, let's start building up a collection of materials here. We'll spam click F before we start putting things in a new chest. Okay, not a ton. So we'll put these. Put our extra ammo here. Actually, no, because we don't want any ammo. We learned we don't want any ammo in a chest because it will just confuse us. Okay. That's all good. And then scout ornithopter. Put all of these away. Okay, I'm happy with that. Grab as many of these as we can, and let's see if we can't fill up all of these. Okay. Okay, these two will be full. Nope, F, sorry. Okay, so that was half. So storage, boom. And then storage, boom. Storage, boom. Okay. I'm pretty good with that. Nice. And there's our spice melange. Okay, well, we need more water over here. So we'll figure that out later. I can always just make a bunch of leader johns and then build some new reservoirs. And then getting back to base should be a hands-free experience. In hindsight, I should have put the spice refiner at the base with all of the water. But I think in the long run, having it in the base that's right next to the shield wall instead of the one that's like literally... Not literally, but basically in the dead center of the map. Actually, no, literally in the dead center of the map. That was a great move when we were confined to the Haga Basin, but that when it comes to deep desert expeditions, it's a very inconvenient position to be in, because it pretty much guarantees that we always return to Haga Basin at a spot super far from our base, and it also means that we always have to travel super far in order to get to the deep desert. That's just not an ideal long-term strategy for success. We're never going to become the spice emperors if with that strategy. But I think we got a pretty good system going of expedition outpost plus central main base. This should be high enough. Oh. Oh, there he is. Love him. Or her. We don't know. Shai Hulud does give off some feminine energy. I don't really know how. I don't know how it would give off masculine energy either. It's a fucking worm. Alright. Let's get our ore sorted. Storage. Ornithopter. Boom, boom, boom. Works for me. And let's see if we can't get some... Oh, we need... Oh, I still don't know how to get that. I think we need the big chemical refiner in order to get that. Do I have the recipe for big chemical refiner? Nope. Alright. Well, that's fine. All of our stuff is sorted. Anyway, like I said, gamers, I was up at 6:30 this morning. I am so insanely tired, so I'm gonna call it 30 minutes early and go get some rest and save my energy for Friday night. We got Dead Island I think this is part 4 now. We're almost done with it. We are getting close to breaking into the prison, which is the final section. So that's been a really fun series. You definitely don't want to miss that Friday night. It's me, LOLU. Hold on, let me just start over because I totally swallowed my tongue on that. It's going to be me, LOLU2/David, Mod Maya, and then good friend Danny. They're all going to be joining. So this is going to be a lot of fun. That's been a fun series. We're almost done with Dead Island, so definitely come check that out. And then hopefully we'll be able to start Dying Light sometime in the near future. And then Sunday night, we got some Valheim. I needed something for a one-off because we're going to be starting 007 as soon as I get back from vacation. So I figured Valheim might be a good one-off game, and then if it does well, if you guys like it, we might add it to the post-Planet Coaster rotation. So that'll be a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of exciting things going on, and the best way to make sure you don't miss any of them is, of course, to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I go live, and every time I upload a new video. I'm live 4 times a week on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I upload a new video every Monday. This past Monday was Assassin's Creed Part 2, and this upcoming Monday, you're never going to guess it, is going to be Assassin's Creed Part 3, so definitely go check that out. Those videos are super fun. It was a great series, and we'll be starting Assassin's Creed 2 sometime in the summer, so you'll want to be all caught up for that. Make sure you like the videos, like the streams, helps them to do well in the algorithm, helps them get seen by more people, helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, a wonderful Thursday and Friday, and I'll catch you guys all on the next stream. Stay sponge, gamers!